Welcome to the Culture Connect. My name is Layla Jama, your favorite bad bitty, sitting pretty. Your dad owe me 250, and I ain't playing about it. So, today, we have one of my favorite girlies. We have one of my favorite nightlife girlies, bottle service girlies. If you've been out in Montreal, you know her by name. Honestly, I don't think there's any bottle girl unless you maybe know promoters and things like that. I don't think there's a bottle girl where you can actually say like, I will remember you and I'm coming back for you.
Aw, thank you.
So I would love to present today. We have Belqis.
Hi guys. So happy to be here. Thank you for the invite.
No problem. It's honestly a pleasure. And let's get into the vibe check. The vibe check allows us to, have a little bit of an icebreaker. So tell us one phrase that would just have someone go, what the fuck? I'll start, just so that way we can see how it goes. 2025 is for the studs.
Huh?
You don't know what a... Oh, because you're French. You know what a stud is?
C'est les gays, genre, non? C'est
Yeah.
les lesbiennes.
2025?
Is it?
It's for the stud. Bro, I had this one fine stud. I don't even like women.
I'm here for it. I like women.
I don't even like women.
do.
And this one fine stud came to me trying to buy me a bag. And I'm like, you doing better than niggas at this point. Listen, you doing better than niggas at this point.
Is, damn.
What the fuck? What am I here for? And she had her hairline done. She had dreads. They were twisted. Not this bush y'all like to have on your head.
Twisted with dreads?
Twisted dreads?
Girl, you're
Triangle party?
Baby, no. Stop right there because you're
Don't
gonna end
piss
up
me
in
off.
the ER. No. You're gonna end up in the ER with a broken heart. Don't.
Really? And every time I tell this to a man, I was telling this to my friend on the phone like a couple weeks ago. I was like, 2025 is for the studs. And you're like, you're going to be crying over fingers.
Yep.
And I was like, nah, I'm
Yep.
not.
You
I'll be crying with my bag at least. The fuck?
Get that bag.
Yeah.
Then leave.
2025 is for the studs. Listen, they're fine. They got a hairline. It's not being pushed back. You know what I'm saying? They're not covering it with a hat. No Patriots hat over here. Honestly, 2025 is for the studs. And
Amen.
if you have any questions, DM me.
Or me.
You know what's up. So tell us, give us your vibe check. How are you feeling?
Oh my god. For me,
Or something wild that happened to you recently, or like it could just be anything that could just be like, what the fuck? That's the whole
okay.
point.
So something wild that happens to me. 2025. Don't slide in my DMs if you're not ready to plan the date, pay for the date, and come ready. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Oh, are you free this week? Okay, yeah, I am. Like this day, this time. You wanna go to the movies? That's the first date.
First off, I'm not my mother. I'm not my grandmother. I'm not none of them. Okay, so going to the movies in 2025 as a date, we're not talking.
Right? And it's like, I don't mind as like a third or fourth. It was a first date. Like, this guy has been in my DMs for at least 6-7 months.
Crazy.
And the first time that I actually like be like, okay, I'm down, he says, let's go to the movies. I'm like, I wish I never responded to you.
Mm-hmm.
So 2025, literally do not come in my DMs and try to take me out if you're not gonna put in the effort, because my friends treat me 10 times better. So why the fuck would I not go out with my girlfriends to Marcus or Bar Georges on a Tuesday night, drop $500 each,
Nah, that's
and leave that just to go to the movies? Oh, mais c'est VIP. Bitch, fuck you. Don't invite me to the movies, please. Do not.
Yes. The whole point of a first date, is to speak to them.
Impress a woman.
Exactly. Even a club technically is a better first date than a movie, because at least you're whispering in each other's ear, you know.
You're having fun, you're dancing,
Yeah.
whatever.
Even that's like a better. I'm not gonna say it's a good first date.
It's not. Don't
But
take
it's
me
a
to the
better
club as a first date.
Yeah, please don't take no one to the club at the first date. I don't care if you're buying Huoda, Azul, or none of that. No.
Hold on. Unless I'm your waitress.
Yeah. Unless, listen, if I celebrated my birthday at the club, because the thing is I don't drink, so there's no really like, there's
Incentive.
there's no incentive for me to go inside of a club. But if I went, or if I have friends that do, I don't know who to call. I think the funniest thing that happened to me in bottle service was when like I was managing this one club. At one point, this was the shortest time I've ever been inside of a club, like actually working in a club.
Okay.
They shut down anyway, so. But yeah, I was working in a club one day, and this guy was paying because one of my waitresses was busy, so I went to go, like, it was closing, right? So I was
Mm-hmm.
went to go make him pay. So with that, he had a wad of cash and then the POS system in his hands. Excuse my nails, I dyed my hair black. So in this case, he has a wad of cash and he's paying on the card, and he says, "Does this tip come with your number?" And then
No.
it's 2:45 at this point, 2:45, 2:50. I'm looking at the wad of cash in his hands and I'm like, should I do something audacious?
Oh my God, Layla, what the fuck did you do? Layla.
I I just said no, but this does. And then I just grabbed a random amount of cash that was in there. It was hundreds. Let me tell you, it was hundreds. So I said, let me just, but this does, right? And then he was kind of drunk, so he was like, I'm not, he wasn't thinking, right? 250 as a bottle girl is your best time. The
Eh,
best time you can finesse.
Don't
and
fucking tell
I'm
them.
a 2025. Don't let me catch you lacking at 250. Don't let me catch you lacking at 250. I will risk your pockets. Hoda Azul, me tomorrow with your money. You know that song? Because they play it in clubs like that are super English, where like if someone, I wish they played it in Montreal, bro. It's fucking hilarious. Where when someone orders a bottle of Azul and the DJ sees them lifting a bottle of Azul, he puts on that song where it's like Huoda Azul, Shenami or you. It's fucking. And if you go clubbing in Toronto, if you go clubbing in London, you're gonna see that. It's fucking hilarious.
I want to see that here.
One thing that I really appreciate about Belqis in general is that even from the first day we met, she's just not only just a ball of energy, but just a ball of positivity. So that's definitely something that I really, really appreciate about you.
Thank you.
And just your growth as well within nightlife has been very quick.
Yes.
And it's something that I love looking at and that I really, really admire. So tell me a little bit about your experience within the nightlife. How did you start?
I started for two reasons. One, I used to go out a lot when I was younger. So I was like, I want to be able to go out again and not have to make the line and not pay for my drinks and not pay to get into a club and go anywhere I want to go.
That's
So
the bane of my existence. Anytime I go inside a
Right.
club, it hurts my actual soul to even pay for a Coca-Cola. So just to pay for a Coca-Cola,
it's like
it
$7.
hurts my soul every time.
So that was the first reason. The second reason is that I want to be an artist manager, an event promoter. And I was like, what's the best way than to start in nightlife? So it's actually a great entry for that. And obviously, who doesn't like a good party for free?
Exactly. Who doesn't like a good party for free? Another thing that hurts my soul as a person, and even just as a woman in general. Thankfully, I never had to, but paying for a bottle as a woman, it drives me absolutely insane.
Okay,
Unpopular opinion. Unpopular opinion. I don't drink. Okay.
Layla,
Unpopular opinion. It hurts my soul.
we listen and we don't judge.
We don't.
Okay?
Yeah, we listen and we don't judge. I'm not gonna lie. You know when there's groups of like girls who like go out, that type of stuff, I understand.
Okay, good.
But
Because that's what I do.
yeah, no, exactly. If it's like a group of girls and things like that, 100%.
Okay, good.
But Lord, both of us who are experienced within nightlife, I've seen some wild stuff. Yeah, I've seen group of men fighting over bills and women just being like, "Listen, thank it. Don't worry, I'm gonna pay
All
it."
the time. You know that I
Yeah.
did that once, and the guy, where's my camera? And the guy still owes me money till this day. So never again. Okay, so again,
Oh
we
my
listen
God.
and we don't judge.
Yeah,
Let
we
me
listen, we
explain.
don't judge. Okay.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me
Yeah.
explain. So I work in the nightlife industry, right? I went to the club close to my club around like 4 a.m. and the guys were still like trying to pay the bills, and I had a stack of cash on me, and I knew the guy pretty like really really well.
Really
Like
well,
I've known
yeah.
him like for a long ass time.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that for someone you wouldn't know.
I don't know. Like I only do it for my girlfriends. Like guys, I would never pay for a guy's bottle, let alone at a club.
Paying a bottle is sick still, but whatever. We listen,
Anyway,
we don't judge.
yes. Again. So I
Okay,
paid
go
like for his bottle, I think that night I had 1.7K on me. So I paid that. You know, I'm making good money.
Big
so
money.
Big money guy.
Big money, mommy. I love it.
So I paid for his bottles and I was like, okay, just pay me back like tomorrow. Long story short, 3 months later, he still owes me like maybe 220. It's not that bad, but still like a man owing a
someone
woman money.
A woman money, especially.
How embarrassing. Are you not embarrassed? This is embarrassing.
At least let it be for bills. At least let it be for bills, not 1,800.
Not like I would help my friends like to pay their car, to pay their rent, whatever. But like
Mm-hmm.
for a bottle bid, it was his birthday, so I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let me.
Oh no, it makes sense. Yeah.
You know, I was trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
Never again. You know, like don't ask me for money from now on. But yeah, but I would never like. I've seen girls. You know what?
Mm.
Girls, you need to explain this to me. I've seen girls pay for bottles when there's men around them at
That's
the
what I'm
table.
talking about. That hurts my soul as a woman. And especially in English, first off, you know how like I'm from Toronto, so I get to kind of see like the difference between like the English girls and the French girls. French girls usually never pay for nothing. English girls have a little more like ego, I'd say. So they don't mind like pulling out their card or things of that nature. French girls paying for something is absolutely crazy to me.
We're not supposed to. You're just supposed like if you come as a woman, I'm just telling you this, girlies, and this is coming from a bottle girl and someone who partied a lot. If you're invited to the club by your guy friends, by whatever, you're not supposed to pay for anything. Not the entrance, not coat check, not a drink. If you want to
Give
give
us
a
the rundown, please.
like if you want to give a tip to the girl because she's super nice, that I can accept. I agree with that. But having to pay because like men at the club, they use you just like as a prize to see like, oh, look at her, she's so pretty, I have a pretty girl on me. And that's perfectly fine because like we're invited because we're pretty, because we have good energy, because we're gonna have fun. That's what we want, right?
Yes.
So you're not supposed to spend money. So why the fuck are you paying $500 for a bottle?
$500 for a bottle. What bottle? I haven't been in the game in a while. What bottle's $500? Wait, I think. Oh no, I'm lying. A Patron, Patron Silver.
Yeah, but like
Patron
you know,
Repos?
with tax, with tips,
Yeah.
it's like even a $300 bottle can end up like over $500.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. I
So
thought you
you
meant
know.
like no tax, no tip, nothing. I'm like,
No, no,
what
like
bottle's 500 again?
no, I've had like girls like spend like we have like $800 bottle,
Yeah.
like Ace.
Yeah, Ace and then
example.
what's it called? 1942 Clase Azul. I don't know if we have Clase Azul. We're not
Yeah,
gonna
we
mention
do.
what club you work at.
No, we do have it. Of course we do, girl. We're bougie. We got everything. We
Yeah,
got literally
exactly.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Exactly.
you see the new Patrons when they came out.
Yes.
We were
I saw
one
the
of the
light you
first
guys
clubs.
bought.
We were one of the first 3 clubs in Montreal to even
Exactly.
have it.
I don't want to dox where she works, but I really like it.
Now you can. I work at Club Frame. Come see me and give me tips.
You know what? If she allows it, you know what I mean. If she allows it, I don't. I was scared of doxing, but listen, if it's gonna bring you some cool people, honestly, if there's any bottle girl that's top of mind that will, when you go out to one of like clubs that are like Frame, and you see her working, like it's it's so cool. It's magical. I absolutely love it. Honestly,
you.
it just makes you have a not just a better time where it's like there's a lot of bottle girls as well. First and foremost, I don't want to talk shit,
Oh my god.
but there's a lot of bottle girls, and I'm coming from this. People, maybe you guys don't know what I do for a living, like outside of 9 to 5, like in my 9 to 5. I'm in sales. I'm in finance sales specifically. So I kind of transitioned to bottle service. I already knew how to sell, right? Bottle girls nowadays don't know how to sell. You know how to yell and scream to get your tip, but you don't know how to actually sell and finesse. And I don't mean finesse in the negative way. I mean finesse in the sense where upselling. You know, instead of getting 1800, get a Casamigos. Instead of Casamigos, get a Patron. Instead of a Patron, get a Clase Azul. And just, you know, upselling. You know what I mean? Bottle service became a thing where you're pretty, you know people, come shake a bottle
Yeah,
type thing.
true. But to be very honest, one thing I love about my club, again, at Club Frame,
Yeah.
yeah, well, obviously, like there's certain criteria everywhere you
Yes.
go. That's normal. It's not them being hypocrites or anything,
Of
but
course.
personality really matters at our club.
Yes.
And all of the girls that I worked with so far have been extremely nice. If you were not nice or if you were disrespectful, you would get kicked out. I know firsthand. I gave my boss's attitude and I almost got kicked out, but then I calmed down.
Yeah.
But you know, like it's not easy being a bottle girl. To be very, very honest, it can be so draining and like people see you in a way they disrespect you so much and
Yeah.
it's just but I make money, so I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Honestly, like, and then one thing that's different between like your experience and mine in terms of bottle service was that your experience now at least is mostly within like clubs. I think maybe I don't remember if you worked during Ruger.
No, I only worked like for Joey with Filet. His
Oh,
event.
okay, yeah.
I was a barmaid
Okay.
for that event.
Okay.
It was nice. I made some good money, but
Okay. Because that was the last
usually
one I
at a club.
remembered that like the Frame girls were working on the floor.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I was
Yeah.
not one of those girls, but yeah, I know.
But it was honestly that day was really, really fun. But I've had so many bad experiences like with bottle girls in the event space. Let me tell you. it was actually so embarrassing. I'm not going to name names or name agencies or things of that nature, but this, regardless of who it is, it's absolutely unacceptable. So I was managing Rima's event. The promoter who brought Rima, I'm not going to name names, obviously. He made a contract with a specific agency, right? And I warned him and I said, I've worked with that agency before. Like they're not the most professional. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of like younger girls. They're like 19 around that point. It's kind of like they saw being a bottle girl on TikTok
Mm-hmm.
and they said, let me do it because I'm pretty type thing.
Yeah.
Like it's just, they're new to it. They're super young. They're like 19. So I warned him and I'm like, that's not really a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
So then he said, I already signed a contract with them. Like I can't. So I said, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. And I was going to be the bar manager that night. So I was the bar manager. And once Rima came in and, we gave him his bottles, all of that, the waitress who I brought to Rima did very well. I really like that girl. She did her fucking thing. All the other ones, though, they stopped handling their sections and went to go drink with Rima.
I know. They do that very, very often.
They went to go drink with Rima instead. And the clients, and at this point, I didn't know. So at this specific venue, it was a sea of people, right? So it's a sea of people. I can't even see what my waitresses are doing. I'm supposed to be watching the bottles. I'm the guard for the bottles, basically. I had clients coming to me asking for a bottle like it was a McDonald's counter.
Oh my God.
It was just absolutely embarrassing. By the end, they were all, I'm not going to say all, there was like 2 of them that were like actually drunk. So the event space was really, really bad. But one thing I like about the club space, at least, is that it's girls that are actually professional. Who they have their clientele base, number 1. Number 2, they're demure and they're calm and they know what to do. They know how to work. And most of them have a lot of experience. And one thing as well, they are older.
Yeah.
The girls, the bottle girls in the club are older.
Because they start younger as well.
Exactly. They started younger as well. But the event space I was in, that was
I know.
torture. But it's okay.
I've heard many bad experiences about that, but I'm grateful to work at the club where I am right now. I'm grateful to be at Club Frame. Amazing bosses, amazing co-workers, busboys.
I love
everything.
the girls at Frame, honestly.
Yeah.
They're top notch, I'm not gonna lie.
Besides
one specific person. Actually, let's make it 2.
Oh yeah,
Let's make it 2.
Don't
Let's make it 2.
don't
But we're
quote
not
me
gonna
on
say
this.
names. We're not gonna
Don't
say
quote me
names,
on
but there's
this.
2 of them. So the next
Yeah.
question is, tell us a quick anecdote of something funny that happened to you in a club where, just something funny or just something outrageous. And then the second one would be, tell us a little bit about the worst thing that happened to you within the event space or within the club, within being a bottle girl, sorry.
Okay, so the best story that I have, it's more like a fun story that happened that most people would not believe. My parents came to my club. They
Whoa, wait. We're not gonna speak fast. If I brought my mother, Zahra Ilmi,
not the gummy.
if I brought Zahra Ilmi to the club,
Not the
I will
gummy.
get shocked.
No, you don't know my mom. Like, okay, so they wanted to celebrate their 30th anniversary, and
shit, love it.
they live a bit further from me, so
Mhm.
I was like, I want to treat you guys to a great night, come to my club.
Mhm.
And like people, I get the idea that because I'm Tunisian, North African, Muslim country and everything, my parents are very open-minded. Like, of course, I grew up in a Muslim culture.
Mhm.
That's like, I think for everyone.
Yeah.
But my parents are very open-minded. And my mom, she's, if you think I'm crazy or I have energy, my mom is literally 15 times worse than me.
Ooh,
and every
love that.
person that met her would say the exact same thing. So they came to my club on a sold out night. They had their own section. Mom, I
Paris
was
with a section.
dancing with my parents. We were like
Paris
drinking
with a section is
champagne.
diabolical.
Girl, I have
I
videos.
can't even imagine like my mom and her Coach bag
Yeah,
on the table.
yeah, that was literally my
Crazy.
mom.
With next to the limes, crazy.
Yeah, like literally she had her own section, and like my mom and my dad were so fun that people like would try and join in their section. And at first I was like, like give them a little space.
Yeah,
like
give
I
them
had to fight my bosses to get this table. But
Yeah.
my mom was like, no, I invited them. I'm like, okay, so they had like 20 people
That mama
around
bringing
them.
people to this. I want bad bitches in the section.
Literally.
That's fucking.
Literally. Like, people cannot believe it when I say this until I show them, like, receipts of me dancing with my mom on top of,
And
like,
plus,
our
you on the
section.
table. You dance on the table. Imagine just dancing on top of the table. Your parents are just there, patron in hand.
Not the patron. It
Patron
was
in hand having
cool,
fun.
but,
Huh? Oh, not
Yeah.
classy.
No, but that night, I told my boss, I told everyone, y'all better not tell my parents what I do in this club. Y'all better not show them how I be dancing on the bar.
Yes.
Because I handle myself. Like, I get it. My parents
You
are
have to be
cool, but,
demure.
like, you know, a little bit demure, cutesy. But, yeah, that's kind of my experience with my parents.
Exactly. And honestly, I absolutely love that. My mom would shoot me regardless. My mom's gonna watch this anyway. I already told my mom, like, you can watch my show, I don't mind, but just know, mom, I'm never bringing you to any sort of club ever in life. But tell us a little bit about something I guess negative.
Honestly, it's not one specific event, but it's like usually something that happens. I have two things. One is promoters talking down on us. Usually, like, they see you just like, oh, you're just a waitress, you're just a bottle
Yeah.
girl, you're nothing. Like, I decide of how things work, and a lot of them have a lot of ego, especially like a
Yes.
lot of bosses that I worked with in the past. They had a lot of ego, so like they would not listen to you, they would not be on your side. So like, I guess that's one of the issues. And the second one, clients staying at the club till like fucking 4 a.m.
Yes, get out.
trying
You
to
see the
pay
lights
their
turn on, get
bills.
out.
No, it's not even them. We cannot let them go because they have like $2,000 to pay. We get out, we get the payment machines like really in advance, but they still don't pay, and we still have, oh, I'm just waiting for a transfer and this and that, yeah.
I'm just waiting for a transfer is crazy.
No,
I'm just waiting for a transfer is nuts.
that happens at every single shift.
I've seen, I need to go to the ATM.
No.
But outside, waiting for a transfer is crazy.
Every single shift, I'm waiting for my boy to give me some money because he already left and he was drunk. All of the excuses. I'm like, I don't want to hear it. Just pay.
Yeah.
Just give me my money.
I'm gonna put a lien on your car.
Yo, I'm not gonna speak on that.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a lien on your rented G63. The 24 hours you have, I'm taking 7.
That's the 7.
I'm taking 7.
It's so good.
Yes, I'm taking 7.
Good.
Doesn't matter. So now we're getting into the music culture. Tell us a little bit about what music you're listening to at the moment. What has been your vibe lately? I can talk about mine. It's the same thing as last week.
What was it?
Well, it's been the same thing for the past month and some change. Wizkid Mariah's album.
Okay.
No, well, not Wizkid Mariah's album. Wizkid's Mariah album. That's going to be at my top. There's a little bit of a discussion that I've been hearing through TikTok where they're saying Mariah is better than Made in Lagos. Made in Lagos had songs like "If You Want Make a Ginger Give Me Go
Yeah, no, he's not.
That, oh Lord, that was Wizkid's second biggest album. There's a conversation right now where Made in Lagos versus Mariah, and
Okay.
it's tough for me. But to be honest, I think Mariah was close to Made in Lagos, but I don't think it passes it. Made in Lagos had songs like Essence with Thames.
Mm-hmm.
It had Ginger with Burna Boy. It had the song with True Love, where it's like, my days when I'm out with you, babe.
Sing it, girl.
Ooh, your love keeps me warm. Like, there's so many bangers that are consistent bangers today. So I still have to say Made in Lagos is better. But tell us a little bit about the music that you're listening to right now.
This is what I've been listening to for the past 2 days.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a classical. Is this classical?
Charles Aznavour, chérie.
I don't listen to French music, bro. I am so English. I think the closest thing to French music I heard is what is it? You can tell a lot about the music, a lot about someone's life by the music they listen to.
No, because okay, I'm gonna show you like the other song that I actually be listening to. It was this song,
Yeah.
and then right after it, it's gonna be playing this. If you watch my stories, you know. He's really boring, corny. Got that new bag, new jury. So when I saw on my story, I make a photographer horny. I wake up to the house in my dick. I be kissed so I press for a pic. Know they're watching, I blow on my kiss. Mwah.
Actually, I love the crossover that Americans are having right now with Afrobeats. Chris Brown cannot get out of Africa. Let's keep it a buck. Him and Davido, they're twins at this point. He will not get out of Africa. And I love the crossover right now that's happening with American artists and Afrobeats. But what was one, do you know one Afrobeats and rap artist that made a song together that just didn't make sense? I think that Davido and Lotto one made absolute no fucking sense to me.
I love Lotto. I love Davido. But
Yeah.
like together, it's like
It's
no.
two different vibes.
No, it's not. Like sometimes you don't have to mix things up.
Yeah,
you know?
sometimes you don't have to remix up. Stop putting Justin Bieber on your songs.
No.
I like the Essence one, but like, stop putting these artists. But then again, were you there for Justin Bieber's? We called him Jaquan in 2014 when Journals came out. When he had an album called Journals that came out in 2014.
Yeah.
That man was a full-fledged Negro in 2014.
And I was a real ass believer in that time. Still
Yes.
am.
What was that? What was the one that he used to? It's one called "First I'll Acknowledge Our Trust Has Been Broken, a successful recovery, a prayer
Why
for
don't I
rush
know this
at
song?
night."
Let me-
Bro, he had R. Kelly on the song. He had R. Kelly on his album. Like, that is as black as you could go. he had, what's it called? Who did he have? He had Jeremiah, if I'm not mistaken. He had R. Kelly. This was like R&B, but like the blackest you could possibly get. We used to call him
I love
Jaquan.
I love that for him.
Yeah, it's fire, honestly.
It's called diversity. I like that.
Exactly. So, anyway, so now let's get into Ask the Culture. How do you handle a man who is nonchalant?
Where's my camera?
Right there.
I don't do nonchalant. I like my men to be very chalant.
Very chalant.
Very caring. I used to be attracted to that, you know, like we all did when we were like fucking 16. That does not slide with me. Like, I've cut off so many men. Okay, you don't care, blocked. Block على Facebook, block على Instagram, block على TikTok, block على WhatsApp, block.
First and foremost, I would love to thank you so much for being on the show with me today, giving us that insight into bottle service. But everyone wants to get into bottle service, but no one knows how. Can you give 3 quick bullet points to how to get into bottle service or how to break into bottle service?
When you go to the club, become friends with like bottle girls or barmaids. Follow the pages on Instagram. Literally just DM them. That's how I got into Club Frame. It was like a friend. He's a DJ who referred me to Udoro, and that's literally just how I got in. Like, you need to socialize. Like, in this life, people need, like, I love my peace. I love to stay quiet for like 2 or 3 weeks. I know I talk a lot and y'all don't believe that shit, but I do like to shut the fuck up from time to time for weeks at a time. But when it's time to go out, I will be best friends with everybody in the club.
Yes.
And that's how I know so many people in the industry to this day.
Yeah.
But it's because like you need to socialize, you need to talk to people, you need to be friends. That's literally just how you get in. The only advice that I can give you that's actually relevant, be friends with people who work in the industry.
Yeah.
And they will get you in.
Speak to everyone, especially bottle girls are so outside of you, of course, but the main bottle girls that I've seen, they're very like stoic. So if you end up getting one of them soft and sweet, they are so nice, so giving, all of that. So what second bullet point?
Girl, that's the only one I have. That's like that because that's how I got into it. So be friends with the bottle girls, follow pages on Instagram, go to events.
And don't be afraid to DM someone several times.
Yeah.
I've DM'd places several times. Back when I was doing like events specifically, I was DMing people constantly. I was like, listen, I want to work today. Have you found your waitresses? Have you found your waitresses? Have you found your waitresses? Don't be scared to message 7 times. And just make sure you do it in a positive way where it's like, hey, yo, you're not answering me. Don't do that.
No.
Just
be nice. Be
positive, follow up.
Yep.
Simple.
100%.
Exactly. And be positive and look up selling techniques. Look up upselling techniques. You're going to make more money, especially once it gets to if you're in events and there's 1 bottle of Hennessy left. This happened to me once. There was 1 bottle of Hennessy left and it was a bidding war. So I was like, I'm going to sell it to you for 500. Oh no, he'll take it for 575. You're going to do it for 600? All right. Then
that's some
back
shit
and
you
forth.
would do.
100%. That's sales. That's sales. It's scarcity. Scarcity breeds demand. Very simple, but thank you. I would like to thank you so much for coming. I always just love your energy. We always love
Thank
Belqis's
you.
energy. So I cannot wait to see your growth within the event space.
Thank you.
I want to see you grow. I want to see your growth.
Thank you.
And I just appreciate women who have positive energy. I know you're gonna go far. Your personality is amazing. You're a ball of energy. I know you're gonna go far.
Don't stop. Don't make it cry now.
It's true. But honestly, thank you so much for coming, and I truly appreciate you being here.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me. Come see me at Club Frame this weekend. Or every other weekend.
Every
basically.
weekend. Every other weekend, you said, or every weekend?
Every weekend.
Every weekend, Club Frame. Come see Belqis. Come spend some money. You already know what's up. Come spend you. Come spend some money. Come get a classe azul. Who order azul? Who order azul? I want to hear that song played in Montreal so bad. Who order azul?
I'll make sure they
me
do.
or you. I want to hear that
sure
played here.
I will make sure they do it. Trust me.
I'm gonna harass the DJs. Well, you have no idea. Now that I remember it, I'm harassing the DJs to play it.
I'm dead.
It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, on est fini. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
And tune in next week to the Culture Connect.
Let's go.
Let's go.